I'll let you know about it later because it's gonna be fucking great.
You can drop that deuce on you.
Okay. All right. We gonna get into the Brittney Griner situation.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah.
Dog, you want to start with that? Because I'm honestly curious what you think about the Brittney Griner stuff.
Bro, I'm tired of that shit, man.
Already?
I'm tired of that shit. Yeah, bro. Because it's like she's out there for breaking the law out there, right?
Uh-huh.
And people are like, she's wrongfully convicted. Bitch, that's a whole different country. Whole different fucking country. If somebody smuggled cocaine into America, the minimum is 5 years.
But what if the minimum's 5 years and then we give that person, since they're from Russia, 20 years? Would that seem a little bit unfair?
How much cocaine did he smuggle?
That's
the question.
But okay, let's say an American citizen got 5 years and then someone brings in the same amount and we give them 20 years or 10 years.
20 years or 10 years.
No, that's fucked up. But did that happen in Russia? Yes. With Brittney? Yeah, the average person, they get around 3-4 years for. It's still pretty strong, but they're doing it because she's an American. They're gonna give her 9 years. But this is, I guess, the first proceeding to them trying to get a swap going. But the years is the part that's a little messed up because I was looking for the same thing to find what other people have been charged for. Because this one teacher from the U.S. got charged 14 years for marijuana.
Exactly. That's Mark Fogel.
But because he's a U.S., so like this is how this stuff goes. If you're in the U.S. and you get caught, it's gonna be bad for you, bro, because they want to have bargaining chips. Political pawn. Out there, though, you're looking more like 3 to 5 years.
Yeah, well, if you're Russian, right? I'm gonna assume if you're Russian, bitch, you're in a whole different country, and you American. This should have been thought about before. We've had other people, just like you said, the teacher, Mark Fogel. Nobody's giving him any attention. Nobody's trying to get him back. He's not a bargaining chip because he's not a WNBA player or an NBA player.
I feel
he's just a teacher,
it is what it is.
Son.
I feel you.
He's
but
just a fucking teacher.
Like you 100% right, but we did get him back.
No, we didn't.
The 14, the teacher?
Mark Fogel's still in prison.
Oh, Mark Fogel? He's the fucking... Who's the teacher? The teacher got
14 years for 20 grams of weed that was prescribed to him by a doctor.
In Russia or in America?
They don't have doctors for weed in Russia.
So it don't matter.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So Mark Fogel's not home.
And they got the spy too. I just think it's sad she's being used as a political pawn. That's really what it is.
I think we just look so stupid as America right now.
Why you say that?
Because it's like we're bargaining this shit. This is the thing that's frustrating me. It's like we got so many other issues to worry about. And I know this is a big one because she's a celebrity. Bro, this other motherfucker, Mark Fogel, is not getting anything until now because we're talking about Brittney Griner. Now the conversation is being started, but this motherfucker's been rotting in prison for a minute. Nobody gave a fuck.
Yeah, I mean, life isn't fair.
Yeah. Well, there's other shit that we can worry about, right?
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of shit we can worry about.
Dog. And look, I don't care. I don't care if it's Andrew Schultz who's locked up over there, dog. I know a couple podcasts ago, I was like, man, I don't know, man. If it was Andrew Schultz, I guess. Fuck no. You broke the law in a whole different planet. You have no sympathy. No, it could be Andrew Schultz. It could be Chris Rock, my fucking comedy idol. If you broke the law out there and you're American, you're doing stupid ass shit out there without thinking about it.
So you shouldn't be brought home? Wait, what if it was
you? like, sucks for you, dog. It sucks for you. You fucked up, and now you're gonna be used as a pawn.
So why don't you think they should be brought home?
Because we're gonna give up somebody who's the merchant of death. That's why I don't. So think maybe
that trade. You don't like that trade,
huh?
You don't like that trade.
I hate that trade because look, now have you guys seen these like nuclear threats in New York and California? They're making these like comedy videos. They're like, oh, what to do when the mushroom cloud appears. And this is an ad, bro. I don't know if it's like a parody ad. I don't know what the fuck it is. It's not funny. Like, we're having nuclear threats, and we're going to give up the merchant of death, a fucking warlord, basically. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's really smart for a fucking WNBA player. Fuck out of here.
I feel bad for Brittney Griner.
I don't think
she got a whole wife, too. Yeah, I feel bad for Brittney Griner that Joe Biden is the president and got to get her out because he for sure not going to get her out. He said in a statement they're working tirelessly. Now we know Joe Biden tired as hell. He wake up tired. Yeah, he tired as hell. So that's never going to happen. But Sakib, why you hate Brittney Griner?
I don't hate Brittney Griner. I just hate the situation that we keep talking about. And there's somebody who's famous that we have to do something about it. It's like America has become so fucking woke that we're gonna trade somebody who can ultimately, I don't know, maybe destroy the world, Cam. But yeah, like ultimately, we don't know what the fuck this dude could do. But everything that we hear about him, it just sounds dangerous. Like, that's not a fair trade for us at all. We gonna get a teacher and a WNBA star.
Who is gonna dunk in the WNBA if we don't get Brittney Griner back?
Yeah. Put Lisa Leslie back on the court, dog.
She's 70 years old. She's not doing that.
Come on, dog. You know she be jabbing. I bet there's other girls that could dunk in the WNBA, but I don't watch that shit.
I think we should bring Brittney home.
Okay. For the cost of
I don't know if that's the best trade. I think they got to keep negotiating it. But I would like to see her home. I mean, 9 years? Fuck, that's rough. Same with the teacher. Yeah, you're right, though. The teacher is still in there. He's been there for 11 months.
Nobody gives a fuck about the teacher. I hate that.
Nobody heard about him until the Brittney Griner case, so maybe it kind of helps him.
There were a lot of articles up about him, but it's just not going to be in pop culture because he's not a pop culture figure.
He's a teacher.
This might be the best thing to happen to him, honestly. I mean, just since being in jail, like having Brittney Griner in there with him, so now they're talking about it, trying to flush out all the Americans. You know, if she didn't go to jail, they probably wouldn't talk about that dude. They wouldn't be talking about him like that.
I wonder if there's like American scientists or American like not a leader, but somebody who's valuable to America in the sense of like being a powerhouse in Russia who's in prison right now. I wonder if we could get a bargaining chip like that. Just like we have somebody who's supposedly, I forgot what he was.
He's supposed to be a spy, right? You're talking about the spy?
The arms dealer or whatever?
Well, that's like what the thing that he claims to be, something about like a pilot or some shit.
He's a businessman,
yeah, something like that. I just think the trade, fuck this. It just pisses me off. It gets me like frustrated.
But I don't get that. I feel like you're mad because you keep hearing about it. But she's been in prison for almost like a year now. Mm-hmm. And no one talked about it till like the NBA season ended. But like, why are you mad about hearing about it? Because someone's locked up. Like, she's in prison every day. You got to keep hearing about it. If they're trying to get her home, you got to keep raising awareness, right?
I guess, but at the same time, it's like...
You just don't like the trade, it sounds like.
I don't like the trade. I don't like that this is the problem that we're focused on. Like, there's, like...
You feel like it's the celebrity of it? Because, like, I can see the explanation of, like, okay, why are we so focused on her when there's so many people in our own systems, American jails, that are wrong...
marijuana,
that's a big argument right there.
Like, way more. And those, like, hurt way more families and way more people than Brittney and her wife. You know, like, it's not... You really don't want to play apples and oranges, but... You
do.
In this case, you can, you know, like, because that's really what it is. You're making trades and shit, so, you know. Because they got, like, a spy, or they say he's a spy, but he was going to his brother's wedding. Like, that was his story about it. And that's another dude that's locked up.
That motherfucker brought in 20 grams. He brought in 20 grams of weed.
See, but he's dumb. Like, you should go to jail for that. Just because your doctor in America prescribed that for you doesn't mean you can go to Russia and do that shit. The same point that you made. You know, but Brittney Griner's case is special because she accidentally brought, like, a weed pen. Like, that's such a small offense. Or a cartridge. Like, that's such a small offense versus 20 grams. Like, bro, in Russia, you could have been the biggest dealer ever, probably selling 20 grams of some shit from America, you know? Yeah. So, but a weed pen, that's really more so for personal use. You're not going to sell it. Even her statement, she was like, I didn't mean to hurt anybody by this. You know, she's apologetic about it. She even pled guilty. And they were still like, nah, like, let's do 9.5 years. Like, that's what they asked the judge to do. Mm-hmm. It's like, man, they're trying to, you know, really lock her down for no reason. I mean, I know the reason why. It's political play, but it's just sad to see it played out on such a world scale and to know that Joe Biden's not going to get her back.
Yeah. Well, fuck. I wonder.
Trump would. No.
Trump would have had her back instantly, bro. He would have made one phone call to Putin, been on the phone with him for like a good 20 minutes. But like, yeah. I talked to him. She's coming back.
Then play golf with him right after.
Right, exactly.
You hear about the Trump shit?
Yeah.
He married his wife in the fucking golf course.
What happened? Oh,